showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Vols will kick off first, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
Unloads quickly. Runs through a tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. To the ground to try to move the chains. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here we go. Check, check. Go.
They'll try the right side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
From the gun on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the Vols decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give from the gun. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Right back to the well. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a prop.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here's more to throw. Lets it fly. Snags it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Defense in press coverage. The give on the option. And some room to work. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Bringing the heat. It's complete. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Coming out with it, it's Staley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Of the period, first down here.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Running inside, it's Bishop. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. That's a 20. He's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. They want to throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the 1st, and they keep this drive alive.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Ducks have this offense rolling. On the move, it's Griffin. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back open in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Sweep. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Rolls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the tight end. 3rd down play from the gun. It's complete to the right. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Good right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing more. Quick strike complete. Stumbled to the ground.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle.
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a catch at the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 8 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Longhorns, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense takes matters into its own hands. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for it all. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Moore fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Moore to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
And a 1st down for the offense.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here's Moore to throw. Finds his man. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. You knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Caught, and he's got room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And the extra point is good.
35, Tennessee, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for...
And your
turn out of the end zone and came up a little short. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
Red 18, red 18.
He wants to change this route.
Return. Go.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Ready, go.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Back to the ground game on the left. Maybe a crease. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Staley. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Snags it and he's open. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the score.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. More play action. Gets it out fast. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
And the Ducks will try to convert on fourth down. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they did tack on the extra point.
49, Tennessee, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now on first down from the 30. Right back to the well. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they fought.
Hits him in stride at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap in the shotgun. Might be looking to run. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bear. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
That's a first down for the offense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dante Moore. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. A run for the quarterback. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing more. Bears the pressure. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Spits it out to the back. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
And the defense drags him down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Reads it, fires complete. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do